right.
All right.
Welcome back to a series of Wonders events. I'm your humble DM, Robin. Joining us today with Stefan, our human sorcerer Rivani, and Kat, play as Tolly, our wood elf rogue. So, previously, the team managed to, did a lot of tremendous feat, I would say. They finally arrived at the top of the House of Gem, and they kind of received some gifts and advice from the Dwarven King Phantom Harden Ironbar, and they managed to encounter their greatest nemesis, Flash the Quickling, who now kind of turned himself into a kind of mist-binded creature known as the Painbinder, and they defeated him, once and for all, and finally putting their long-suffered friend Suits to rest in peace. And with all that great feat comes a great reward. Rosemary Mycroft, the mother of Rivani and the mentee of Aleric New Word, kind of just showed up after they defeated Flash and kind of presented herself. She not only brings to them vital information such as Alaric, the big bag, wants Rivani for the essence of wild magic because she is born as the essence of wild magic, and Alaric wants to utilize that and field to his new vessel in order to create the perfect species as his mortal vessel. So they kind of discussed how Rosemary was not able to protect Rivani, so instead she sent her away and implanted her some some sort of memories, which in her defense is, in Rosemary's defense, not all pleasant, but they are a mixture of reality. Not everything is fabricated. Something does happen, but she didn't disclose any, which part is real and which part is, fabricated. But anyway, though that this pleasant memory left, she still has has Rivani's best interests at heart, and she sacrificed partial of her ability to feel the emotion or react to the emotions when she gave birth to Rivani. So that is quite some feat. And after that, they were presented to stay and the magnificent mansion she created out of magic, and kind of currently resting in it. And Rivani also have the new powers unlocked for her staff, and that's where we will begin. So, at the moment, you guys are currently resting. It is the middle of night, you guess, because it's still, you are inside the mansion, which is inside the dome on top of House of Gems, and on the outside is the sky. But everything is quite dark and looming and make it really hard. So you currently have no clue whether it's night or day. You just know you're really exhausted and you needed rest. So here you are, resting. So as you are resting, let's see. Do you guys have anything you want to do while you rest, or?
What about you, Kat?
Tali's got nothing really. She wants to kind of check that they are properly safe here. Just doing a usual paranoid perimeter, but then.
Inside the mansion, or you want to step outside?
Inside the mansion, just like our room.
Okay. the room is fairly large and it's suitable for everyone to stay, or like you can talk to Rosemary if you want to request for individual rooms. It is also accomplishable. The room seems to, like, from what your experience, as made of magic, and like she can probably change every settings in her mind, and just so you guys have the perfect environment you can stay. Yeah. So you did a round of the security check. Sorry, I can't pronounce today. Mornings. So yeah, you did a round of security check, and nothing seems to caught awareness. You try to look outside, but there isn't any sort of outside for you to look out. Like, you do see through some like tall windows that you can see the dome itself, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Tali's somewhat disconcerted by the lack of visibility outside, and then it's just like, I'm gonna go to sleep. That's
Yeah. All right. Before you guys go to sleep, Limerick, who has been really quiet since you guys entered, since Rosemary showed up, comes to you guys and just kind of says, with all due respect, Ravani, I'm sure, like, with our travel, I know you are a friend of mine, and I'm sure your mother means well, but I get this sense of weird feelings about her. I don't know it's because of her behavior or her lack of emotions that kind of gives me kind of a different feelings. I don't know, but there is something odd about all this.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't mean any disrespect, and I just got this weird feeling that I can't shake. Like, the timing, like, everything seems to be so well timed. I mean, just as we defeated, well, the Painbinder, whatever it is right now, she showed up, like, without any moment for us to reflect and even to talk to the old guardian about any of this. And he is still outside. I try to bring him through the mansion, inside into the mansion, but I believe he is bounded to Mithranor, and thus unable to be transported inside here. But now I am a little bit worried. So yeah, like, I just don't really know.
I mean, it's been a long time, and I don't really see much of a reason not to believe her.
Maybe you're right. I mean, yeah. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
I trust your negative vibe. Where there's any other situation, I would be there with you. Maybe if you want to go back outside, I can come with you and we can talk to the Guardian.
I would like that, actually. I really need to know what happened here. What happened to him before? If you would accompany me, I'll be much appreciated.
Absolutely.
All right. Limerick just grab his gear and just quietly sneaking. Well, not sneaking, more like he's quietly walking out to the doorway. So who is? So I know Tully is following Limerick. Ravani, are you staying or?
I'll. Yeah, I'll sort of say it. Maybe I should stay and keep an eye on things here while you're talking to him then.
Sure thing. Limerick just said, absolutely.
Tali nods and is like, I think you're safest here. I'm now paranoid.
Yeah.
Look after yourself.
All right. Let me know how the talking goes when you come back then.
Okay. So Limerick just step outside of the door. Well, yeah. The mansion's doorway is not visible. It's just like what you saw before, and just appeared out of nowhere. And with all the surroundings being, it just reveals the doorway from the interior, and you guys walk out. As you guys walk out, you immediately notice that the throne, like, you kind of destroyed the device as well as the mechanism, but now it's just empty. Like, the chairs, the destroyed debris were not even there, which is odd because they are supposed to be there. They're supposed to be damaged device, equipment, as well as the, tall back chairs you guys saw earlier, but none of that existed. Yeah, and as you walk towards where the old guardian was sitting, you now see a pale, like really, really tall and pale, like kind of shimmering figure. Instead of an actual, you guys saw earlier, it was a tall elf that's been binded, presumably high elf, that was, dressed in long draped robes as well as like fancy carvings, fancy outlines and trims on his gowns, and everything. So right now he looks pretty much like he's fading. You can't even sustain his shape as his previous life figures. So right now he is but a like glowing humanoid shape of phantom. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much what you see. And Limerick just immediately walks towards it and tries to assess the situation. Yeah. Tully,
I'm
what
gonna
would you like to do?
and just
Yeah.
support him. And just keep an eye because I'm now paranoid someone's gonna come up on us.
Okay. All right. So roll me a perception check to keep an active lookout. All right. Holy shit. All right. Limerick. Where is this guidance came from? Oh, okay. All right. So Limerick. For you, Tully, you keep a lookout. Though everything seems rather quiet on the surroundings. So. And the gemstones, where you guys pop up from, where they are, these like sort of like walls you can see from up and above. Like I said, they are like I said before, they are like about 20 feet above from the ground, and so you can see through the tall like upper side of the windows to the outer hallway, and you don't think you see anything else. For Limerick, you when you finish perimeter check, Tali, you look at Limerick. Limerick just gives you a shake of head and just says he's fading, and faster than I've ever seen.
Can we stop it, or must we ask quickly?
I think we have to ask something quickly. There's not much we can do. So, anything you would like to ask, Tolly?
I'll just go up and ask him who put you here.
A wizard. You heard a really, really faint whisper, just like the wizard, the one they called the Mastermind, the one they referred to as Master. He put me here.
Is he in the castle?
Yes. Yes, now. His minion showed up earlier.
Oh, that's not good. Do you know of any weaknesses he has and any way around his minion?
He is weak. Now, he is weak. His physical body is fading.
What's the safest way into the castle?
Through the portal. And you can see, like, he pointed towards the side where, Rosemary showed up. You can see to the side, there is actually a tall mirror. Like, with the mirror is so tall, it's about a humanoid size, like, about 6 feet. It's like even a little bit taller. It's all the way to the ground, and it's just hanging by the side of a corner. You guys were so, stunned when Rosemary first showed up. You didn't even, give it a second look. And now you see there is one mirror right up in the corner. Here. Whoops. Weird drawings popping up. I'm just gonna draw a shape, which is the natural drawing. Alright. Yeah. It occupies the corner, and it's really steep and tall. Yeah. And you see with each question's answer, like sparkles of like lights just fades out of its body into the ground. And the last word you heard was, "Watch out for the staff." Yeah. And his body just crumbles into, like, particles of light just kind of fades.
Tali will just kneel and bow her head and say thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Limerick looks sad, and like he was like all the tough and being well received, and looks like he knows all the answers, but now it just feels like he is sad and beyond any possible scenarios, and he is like for him, it's like watching an old friend pass away, and yeah, it is.
Tully will get up and go over to him and just pull him into a hug and be like, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. We can wait for when this is done. Then maybe we'll have proper time to mourn.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah. You shared a moment of quietness, and before Limerick finally get himself collected and just kind of like walks towards the mansion. Yeah. And yeah. That's about it. So, Ruvani. Oh, sorry. Tolly?
I'll just quickly check the mirror before I follow him back in.
Alright. You check around, despite from, the collect devices and the chairs, you don't see anything else. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So you walk back in. Ruvani. You were resting, right? So you just basically... Yeah. What are you doing? Or are you just resting? You don't... If you're just resting, you don't need to describe it. It's fine.
Yeah, just resting, trying to sort everything in my head.
Alright, cool. And you see your mother just kind of sat there. She is sitting at the fireplace where you guys were talking before, and she doesn't seem to move or just or do anything. She just sits there and stares at the fireplace as if she can see through the flame and into some distant memory or something.
I'll sort of walk out to her to say, so, once this whole stuff with Aleric's done, what do you plan to do after that?
Well, it took a while to respond, and then she says, well, I don't know. All this time it has been me trying to avoid him. Not out of fear, but out of rational strategy. And when the task is over, I have no clue. You literally, like, she literally has no emotions on her face. Like, she is so rational that she doesn't really know what to do next because there is no goal for her. It kind of feels sad for you. Like, she doesn't show any sorts of emotions or trying to, find a purpose herself. Yeah.
I mean, we could always try to find a way to get your emotions back. We could always start with that, if you want.
That would be I don't know. That would be maybe an advantage. But to what? She is starting to analyze why she should get her emotions back. So, yeah. Yeah, but that's about it. Like, she just kind of starts mumbling why it would benefit her in the future state and to have emotions and why it wouldn't. So that's all she's been talking. She is more like she's talking to herself. Yeah.
I'll also try to give her a comforting hug to say, well, let's like, we don't, let's not worry about it just yet. One step at a time, right?
I would say so. We have a much bigger problem at hand. And just as you guys are talking, Limerick and Tully just came back in. Yeah.
Oh, there you are. What were you guys able to find?
Limerick seems to be not in the mood of talking. He just gestures to Tully and he kind of walks towards one of the rooms randomly and just goes in there. Yeah.
Just confirmation. He's having a moment. You remember what it's like losing someone. It's always a doozy.
Right.
But in the good news, we got confirmation that Aleric is in the castle. He's currently weak. His body is fading. And the mirrors are the safest way to travel there.
Right. So we'll get in. So we'll get in that way then. That's good.
And I turn to Ravani's mother, Rosemary, and I just say, I apologize for mistrusting you.
No, you did a rational choice. And you should be more careful around anything or anyone that's around this area.
I'm grateful to hear you say that.
She nods and she goes back to her thoughts. Yeah.
I'll leave the two of you in peace. And Tali's just gonna head to her room and basically faceplant on the...
Yeah. Into the pillow and the embracement of the pillows. It's like, yes, finally, some rest.
Yeah, I should probably go get some shut-eye too. You sure you're gonna be okay? I ask her.
Why wouldn't I be? We're inside a mansion, which is magically warded and really well protected. And definitely from the prying eyes of my mentor, and which is good. So yeah, you guys get some rest. You're gonna need it.
Right. Gonna need to get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good night then.
You too.
Yeah, I get to bed and have my long rest alongside Devers.
All right, you guys enjoyed a peaceful night without any possible, interference and all that. And by the morning, you guys are all well rested. So everything's back. All of your resources, your HP, everything just goes back to full. All right. So by the morning, you guys woke up, which is really comforting, and the smell of, fresh fruits and breakfast and boiled eggs are all coming down from, the kitchen. So you guys walk down. Walk down the long, stairs, as well as you can see the walls and all that kind of beautiful paintings, as well as sculptures, as well as statues. The mansion is quite impressive. And you guys walk down to the kitchen and find like a table of like hearty meals, and you guys sit down, enjoy a nice breakfast. Yeah. And when everything is all done, Rosemary kind of leads you guys through the doorway, and just like that will be as far as I send you guys, and beware of any possible dangers ahead. My mentor is not someone, just beware. Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll be careful. Don't worry.
I believe you would.
Besides, we've got Charlotte watching our backs. Isn't that right, Charlotte?
Charlotte raised 4 of her legs and just in the air, just like ching. Yep.
Right. We can definitely handle this. And I sort of give her like a thumbs up.
All right.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I hope.
Yeah. You'd hope that. And so you guys are ready to go forth. You walk towards the mirror, and you see Rosemary starting to activate the mirror for you by casting a spell. And the mirror kind of flares up. With interior, you can see a bright, kind of like a interior. You're not sure what it is because it's just a steady image, but you can see the inside. And Rosemary just kind of says, this, I believe, is where he is currently hiding. Yeah, that is kind of weird. He doesn't set up any sorts of wording spells. Interesting.
We're being invited in, I assume.
Maybe. I can't think of any possible answers to that. I mean, he is usually more careful than this. Well, go ahead. The path is open.
Right. As I sort of climb onto Charlotte, I sort of point forward onward.
Yeah. So you climb onto Charlotte. Surprisingly, Charlotte's, despite its huge size, it's able to fit through the seemingly smaller, portal, and you guys manage to walk through the other side. So, when I would assume, Tali, you're the last one to go inside, right?
Yep.
All right. So with Limerick being so quiet, and he just walked straight through the portal. You are halfway across the portal, Tali, and then you see, in your horror, something came out from the darkness, from the outer side, and just kind of grabs onto Rosemary's shoulder. Before you can react, they both disappeared into the darkness.
Did I cross through before I got to see that, or?
No. The portal seems like a one-way through. So when you walk outside of the portal, you immediately landed in a large hallway, and the mirror in the back doesn't reflect to the other side, so you can't really see what is happening. Yeah, Tully, for your knowledge.
Of whether,
sorry, go ahead.
Regardless of if I'm able to, like, Tally's going to have tried to turn back and help Rosemary. So if I just eat it on the hallway floor.
Yeah. No. Like when you try to go around it, the magic Rosemary send kind of ends with her while you trying to go backwards. So you feel yourself push onto the ground in a rather large hallway with your friends, and the doorway is sealed. Okay. The portal is sealed shut.
And Ravani will essentially see me kind of pivot and go.
Yes. You landed on your back, basically, into the ground.
I'm winded. I'm losing.
Yeah. You're a little bit winded, but yeah. You didn't take any damage. It's more like you were. The magic kind of rejects you and push you to the ground.
There was something waiting for when we left. It grabbed Rosemary. I'm sure she's capable, but oh boy.
Wait, what? What?
It looks like she's caught off by surprise entirely.
This was not something she expected.
Oh crap! We can't go back, can we?
You try to do whatever it takes. I mean, you know what? Roll me an Arcana check to take a look at the portal you guys were sent in. Well, to your knowledge, you know that teleportation circle requires, a powerful level of casting, and which you currently does not possess.
Damn it! This is something over. This is something over my level. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's okay, Ravani. Hey, it's alright. She'll be okay.
We just got her back too.
Oh, and you will keep her back. We might just hustle and get back to her soon.
Alright, no more time to waste. We gotta move.
Alright.
We just gotta move.
You guys, like I said, entered a long hallway, which you presume to be, the throne room. It is really well decorated, and it doesn't seem to be, affected by time, even though Mithranor was, has fallen several centuries ago. And you can see the interior. It's just like the pictures depicted, with candles on the side, and the tall pillars depicts a fancy-looking style of architecture, and the side also have even where you guys landed, you can see directly ahead. To a throne room that to a throne that leads to the far side. And sorry, I'm gonna reveal everything. All right. So yeah, at the far end, which you can easily see right now, is a old-looking figure. When I say old, it's not just simple terms of old. The one that stands right in front of you is a figure so old that you think he might be zombie or something from the first glance. Like, his bodies are shaking, and he is only keeping himself together by holding on to a large staff, which is made out of rusty woods, and it's kind of druid-like wooden staff, wooden quarterstaff actually, and he just stands there, facing right towards the throne itself. The throne, which is a tall back and laced with red kind of carpet or something. On top of it sits a figure that is kind of, how should I put this? Kind of like the finest specimen you have ever seen in your life. Like, with everyone's first look, they would definitely overseas, they would definitely overlook the ugly, wizard that's standing right in front of you, just holding onto the staff. Instead, their attention would entirely focus on the figure that's sitting on the chair. Vines, like what you saw before, are like covering the throne, the bottom of the throne, and just kind of feeds, pumping some kind of a glowing light force into the body itself. Yeah, and the body that sits on it has the perfect body shape, as well as like the body type. And although he is bald, without any hair, like as naked as a baby, he just sits there with his eyes closed, and bodies just sits tight. The wizard that's holding the old wizard that's holding on to the staff just kind of turns around and looks at you and says, "Whoa, look who finally arrived. My power soars."
And I'm guessing you're Aleric, aren't you?
I see you met Rosemary. That's quite unfortunate for her. I assume you didn't know that she's in my custody the whole time. I mean, if I can find her anytime I want, then I can, and I will. He sound like a crazy person, in every way. And he just continues on saying, "Well, why don't you step ahead and just plug yourself right in? I mean, there's not much time to waste, as you can see, given my currently fading body."
I immediately sort of raised my hands in casting position, saying, "Not happening, punk."
I thought you learned from your mother that the easy way is the right way. But I guess some discipline is at hand. People always have to learn it the hard way." And he just sighs and says, "Now come forth, my champion." And you see, out from the pillars, a familiar looking figure just kind of walks out from the shadow. He is tall, with a great sword at his hand. Well, with a great hammer at his hand. It is yours. That's who you guys thought you guys kind of left behind inside Lux, who you never give a second thought about his whereabouts. since you guys part ways. And he's like, now, do what a good minions would do and bring me my power source. And I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
I just take one sort of deadpan look at yours, as sort of just remarking, "You gotta be kidding me."
Yours doesn't respond. You can see his eyes are covered in white, like pure white, like X-Men Storm's kind of white. Yeah.
Is yours walking towards or running?
He is walking rather fast towards you guys. He will be right here, and he will be walking towards here. And that's where we roll for initiative.
Hopefully, if mine's high enough, Tali will take off sprinting towards him at the same time he starts moving towards us.
Alright. First of all, I need to roll for Lemric. Ooh, Lemric is rolling low. And yours... Alright, let's see. Yours will be rolling for initiative as well. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Wrong. I click on the same token. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna add him to... Sorry. Whoops. Yours. Add. And that will be a 14. Limerick will have a 10. And for our Aleric, he will roll for his initiative as well. Wow, he rolled a 23. That's rather high. Alright. So, top of the round. Aleric, not moving himself, just kind of like, let's even the odds, shall we? And he will wave his, he will gently raise his staff as if his, feeble body couldn't do any more than that. And he gently stomped the staff to the ground. And as he stomped, you see the surrounding pillars of the surroundings kind of pops up a dozen of tiny figures that just kind of looks like a shape of humanoid, but with a halfling size and like tiny figures of their bodies. And I'm gonna show up every one of them. Token layer. Alright, cool. And they will have their initiative as well. Oh, nice. A natural 1. Nice. Alright. So, they show up, and Alaric will continue on saying, go ahead, and he will cast a spell. Let's see. How far away are you guys? And you will walk slightly forward, and alright. As you guys feel this weird sensations, you guys feel the floor kind of shakes beneath you, and you guys see six cylindrical stone pillars burst out from the ground of each of you, actually. So I know Ravani, you are riding on Charlotte, so you guys beneath you is a pillar protruding out of the ground. And for you, Tali, you're on the side, so you also found yourself right now on a rising pillar where Limerick is as well. So there's 3 and the other 3 comes out from the side, kind of boxing you guys in. Let's see. Pillar. So I'm gonna do a pillar 1, pillar 2, pillar 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So I would like all 4 of you roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity save, you mean?
Sorry, dexterity save. Yes. Dex save.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. All right.
Oh, that's just a 9.
Yeah, that's quite annoying. All right. All right. All right. So, you both. Well, sorry. No. I actually, Rumani, you would need Charlotte to roll for you because you're riding on top of Charlotte.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So you roll. Dex save for Lemric, and he failed. All right. So let's see. Aleric, what's his spell save DC? Yeah. Everyone failed their dexterity save, and you all take 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and yeah, you are now restrained.
Can I use evasion to...
Yes, you can totally use evasion, and you heard Alaric was like, "Oops, wrong fella." Well, I guess a little wound wouldn't stop the transfer. I guess.
I'm sorry, that was 19 points of damage?
Yes, 19 points, so halved, which will be, 9 points of damage because it's rounded down.
Thank you.
Alright. Oh, and don't forget, you guys have the ring of minor shielding. So
Mind shielding, yeah.
No, the ring where Harden's gave you guys as a minor protection. You guys can take extra 40. Just put extra 40, temporary hit points onto your sheet. Yeah. So, yeah.
For both of us or just Remain?
Yeah, for everyone. Harden gave all 3 of you the ring. So, and it will break automatically once it's done. Once all 40 hit points are, used up. So, yeah.
Alright, so that damage would leave me at 21 temp
Yeah.
HP left.
Yes.
Right, okay.
True. And that would only leave Tolly for 31 because she rounded out. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Cool. And Rivani, you can also send the damage to... Well, but you didn't actually take the damage, so it's fine. So all of you kind of feels like the gentle protection that emitted from the ring, from the non-significant looking ring, just kind of emits a shield, kind of takes the damage for you. Larry goes like, "Oh, that's good. At least none of you is getting hurt. Well, not my valuable power source. Well, that is good." And he will just leave you guys be for now. But you guys are definitely restrained at the moment. So yeah, the condition of restrained. Yep. Let me just put a stop sign on all of your body. Stop sign. Alright, that will be the end of his turn. Well, now will be... Okay, hold on. Now will be you, Tall.
Okay, so I need to use an action to break. How do I get out of restrained, I guess? Robin, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So the mic just kind of dropped. The line just kind of dropped. So you use your action to make a strength or dexterity check in order to figure out whether you can escape or not.
Another dex save or just a check?
No, just check. Strength or dex check. Your pick.
I'm
And
still here.
you are still restrained. Yes. So yeah.
That's my turn, I assume.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh wait. With Rogue's ability, what can you do with your bonus action? Maybe there's
disengage, dash, or hide.
Let's see.
I'd assumed disengage didn't override restraint.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right. So you are still restrained and you're still high up in there. All right. But luckily, you didn't take further damage, which is good.
With my bonus action, I'm just spouting obscenity.
Yeah. It's okay. And yours, with his blind-looking eyes, is still going to walk forward towards you. Actually, he will use his action to walk all the way near you, but he can't do anything else because the pillar is all the way up high. And that will be the end of his turn. Alright. Okay. Alright, Limerick will try with his action. Actually, he will use his bonus action to do Misty Step in order to get out of the heck of a situation. And he Misty Step all the way to the bottom, and so he is no longer restrained. He will use his action, seeing that you actually roll for an Arcana check to determine. He doesn't know who this is, but judging by your look, he thinks that this was your friend, and well, at least he was before. So he will try. Actually, let's see. He will use his action to dispel the magic, so that you guys are all free from the pillars. Let's see. Yeah. Each pillar has a diameter and reduce. Target the ground medium. Yeah, I will rule this. So with the spell magic Aleric cast, you guys are all freed as the pillars suddenly disappeared, and you guys kind of, well, this is the sad part. You guys kind of fall towards the ground. I would need everyone to make a dexterity save in order to get rid of. Yeah. Okay, you made it. For Rivani, it should be Charlotte who's rolling. So roll for Charlotte.
Yeah, but Charlotte just rolled.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So you guys fall to the ground, taking. Let's see. I think it's not that much of a damage though. Yeah. Charlotte takes the full front of the 7-point damage, but for you, Rivani, you only take half, so it's 3. Yeah, and you can transfer the damage to Charlotte, so reduce it to 1. If you want to, it's up to you.
So that's only 2?
Round it down, so it's 1. If you transfer 2 points of damage towards Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. That will be the end of Limerick's turn. Rainy, you're up. What would you like to do?
So Charlotte took 2 and I took 2?
No, Charlotte took 9 total. You took only 1 point of damage.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Yeah. It's alright. Oh, by the way, on Charlotte's every turn, she regains 10 hit points, so it was nothing. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Right. Okay, yeah. Okay.
What
Am
would
I
you like
am
to
I
do?
able to ride Child a little further down the corridor?
To ride Charlotte? Sure.
Yeah.
Just remember that once you leave the reach area for, well, yours, you will get an opportunity attack because you are now around him. Well, I would say yours have a difficulty in attacking you because you are riding on top of Charlotte, but he will have no problem just directly hammering down Charlotte.
I sort of like get her to sort of like jump over yours and go further down, further down.
All right, go ahead.
Towards let's see. Really, I think that's 30.
Yeah. So yours will try the opportunity attack against Charlotte. Let's see. Hammer time. Does 11 hit Charlotte?
11?
Yes.
That is not enough.
All right, cool. So Charlotte has no problem leaping away, and while yours just swoosh the air. All right. You're on top of Charlotte. What would you like to do?
I sort of like call over my shoulder, like, you guys hold down yours. Old man Aleric's mine.
Oh, don't worry, my power source. You're mine as well. We belong together. I'm glad you see it now.
I just sort of like murder like ew, and
Yes.
and I will use one of my 4th level spell slots to create a wall of fire around
That's 30 feet, I assume?
the range of the spell is 120 feet.
No, I mean, how wide is the wall of fire? Let me check. Don't worry. Let's see.
It can be up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
Where would you like to place it?
Or it can be a ring wall up to 20 feet in diameter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up a wall of fire around him.
Oh, okay.
With the wall of fire facing inwards.
Okay. All right.
And
it doesn't burn him though. At this point.
Yeah. Let's see. And I don't believe Charlotte's in range to attack anyone else, so I believe that will be my turn.
Okay, cool. That will be not a problem. All right. That will be your turn. So, oh, by the way, roll me a 1d20, please.
Actually, before I end my turn, where is it? Yeah, I'm going to also spend 2 sorcery points, and I will cast Mage Armor on myself as my quicken spell.
All right, cool. You do that, and I will need you to roll me 2 separate 1d20. Ooh, none of it actually happens. Anything? So it's okay.
That's right.
It's okay. All right, that will be the end of your turn. Now will be the minion's turn. The nasty-looking homunculus will starting to kamikaze towards you guys, and that will be this one will be for Tolly. This one will go up to the side and try to flank. Well, yeah, try to flank Limerick. This one will go to both of your side and try to squash you. So that's 4 of them. This one will go all the way around to here, and that will be it. This one will try to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that will be it. And yeah. So top of the round, the first one will try to slash on Tolly. All right, 21. Does it hit?
Yeah, that'll hit, yeah.
All right. So with that, make me a strength save, please. Yep.
No.
And you are now restrained, and yep. And you also take 4 points of piercing damage. The claws ran deep, and while it ran through your arm, it kind of extend the fingers. It's kind of grows like tentacles, like kind of extend and kind of wraps around your waist and just grabs onto you tightly. And you're now restrained. Ding. All right.
He's like, oh, come on.
Yep. Gross. All right. So, yours. Sorry. The one that's flanking Limerick will also try. 13. That will be a miss. Yeah, that will be a miss entirely. And all right, he will try again. Second claw, also a miss. All right, that will be it. And for these that are around you, Ravani, they will try their best on clawing you. So let's see, and 2 more for Charlotte. All right, does a 17 hit you?
It does get through my mage armor, yeah.
All right. So I will need you to make a strength save. Yep. You are also restrained as yours. You take the second clawing. Sorry. No, the first one. Yeah, each one delivers 1. So this one will take 2. So yeah. You take does a 14 hit you though? The second one is a 14.
14 is a miss.
All right. So you only take the third one, which is a 24. So a total of 3 points of damage are against you. So yeah.
All right.
Yep. It's not that much. And the second one will be 1 4. So with the 19, does it hit Charlotte?
19 is just enough to hit.
All right. So I need Charlotte to make a strength save as well, which is her forte. So it should be fine.
Yeah, 14.
14. Just makes it, and you see Charlotte kind of jiggles and like the claws kind of bash aside those annoying claw tentacles, and the other two would be alright. With a 15 and a 14, that all misses, so Charlotte only takes 2 points of damage.
At least they're just tickling.
Yep, they are just tickling. Alright, so that will be all for the homunculus. And this one, you heard the voice inside say, Go forth, and make me proud. And you see the one that you boxed in, kind of the homunculi, just dash out from the within of the wall of fire. How much damage does it take? You need to roll for that, right? I believe.
Yes.
Go ahead. He needs to make a dexterity save first, right? When it tries to get out. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me cast a spell.
And my staff is adding +3 to my DC. Was that correct?
Let's see. +3 to the DC? I thought it was only +1. Hold on.
+1?
Yeah. The new
because she enhanced it.
Yeah, she only enhanced it to a +2 quarterstaff. And the benefits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the benefits applies only to AC. So you have 2 points in AC, and then it grants +2 on saving throws, on wisdom save against allies.
Okay.
Well, against enemies.
So,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Never mind. My mistake.
It's okay. But the homunculi will try to make a dex save first. Alright, that just failed. It's a 15, so no match. So with a 21, you see the homunculi just with a screaming ick, it just burns and dies from the inside.
Denied.
Yep. But the moment it died, that's the fun part. You see the homunculi kind of melts into a pile of muddle, and bright light comes out from the muddle and just darts towards the throne. And yeah, the muddle kind of lifelessly laying on the ground. Just that. That'll be it. And you see, with the interior, you heard the voice just kind of like, "Oh, a wall of fire, naughty girl." And you see Aleric just kind of, you don't see it, but you get the sense of feeling that the wall is like kind of crumbling. As you see, the wall does vanish as Aleric just gently tap his staff on top of the wall. Well, against the wall. And all the fire that's been drained inside the staff. And yeah, the wall of fire is now gone. Yep. And you see Aleric will like, "Oh, that is quite some feast." And he stomped his staff to the ground. The burning color, the staff, like I said before, it was made out of wood, like rusty woods. And so the color resembles the old decaying wood. It's not only pale, but also, kind of almost crumbling like. But with your wall of fire being absorbed, the staff kind of it's like it's having a sprout, like a second life. You see, like the green kind of goes back inside the staff, making it looks vibrant and lively. And that will be Alaric's action. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be Alaric's turn. All right. Tolly, you're up.
I would like to break the grapple.
You will walk to what? Sorry.
I need to break the grapple.
Yes.
Dex check.
Yep. Dex or strength, your pick. Yep, you're still restrained.
Tyler's yep.
Like
Sighing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. If you fail, because you are a rogue, and this is not a pillar, with that, you can try to use disengage as an action to break free, as a bonus action to break free, because you're a rogue. And this is not a magical effect. So yeah.
No.
You use your bonus action to break free of restraint, but you can't move anywhere else. Yeah.
She's just like, okay, all right. Okay.
All right, that will be it. Yeah, because you use your action and your bonus action, that's it. All right, it's yours turn now. Yours will not forego the chance and crack his hammer onto Limerick. Holy shit, a 21 is definitely a hit. And with that, let's see. Oh no, he hasn't got extra attack yet, which is good. All right. Let's see. He will utilize. Yeah, he imbued the hammer with magical might, and let's see. 15 plus 4. All right. 4 points of extra damage. Oh no, actually, wrong. Yeah, 2 strength, 15. All right, so the hammer you see cracked on top of Limerick, dealing a thump, seemingly large amount of damage on top of him. But the ring kind of takes the full front and just absorbs it, and yep, he is still standing, which is good. And that will be yours turn. Now Limerick's turn. Limerick will say, "Is this a friend of yours?"
Not anymore.
He doesn't look like himself.
Dare I say possessed?
Maybe?
At this point, nothing would surprise me.
He did accidentally make a pact with a death god, just like FYI.
Damn it. I need to... Alright, fine. And Limerick will reluctantly cast the spell magic and try to remove the effect. So, since the effect is high, let's see. Yep. You see a glow of his hand just kind of like try to slap yours out of it. However, the like glowing palm doesn't seem to have that much of an impact as towards whatever power is holding yours within. So yeah, nothing seems to happen. Limerick was like, well, that's it. Battle position. And he will raise his blade and ready for hand-to-hand combat. Well, sorry, weapon-to-weapon combat. Alright, that's it. That's it for Limerick. And, well, Yeah, actually, Limerick. Limerick will go here a little bit, within the reach, but without them flanking him. And Ravani, you're up. It's your turn now. You are restrained. What would you like to do?
Yeah, gonna try and break out of that restraint.
All right. Dex or strength? Your pick.
Definitely Dex. Gonna try and wriggle out.
Yep. You
Oof.
are still restrained and not wiggling out. What would you like to do? You can ask Charlotte to help break you out.
Yeah, I'm sort of like wriggling in vain. I sort of like shout, Charlotte, do something, and
All right.
and Charlotte will attempt to help.
All right. In that case, I would like you to roll for another dex with Charlotte's help that gives you advantage.
Oh wait,
No, it's not Charlotte's
yeah,
roll.
sorry.
It should be you who's doing the roll, just with advantage. Yep, that advantage
Nice.
it comes just in time, so that you wiggle all your way out. Which is
Right,
nice.
awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Am I still able to cast a spell after that?
No, you use up your
Okay.
action, and yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay, and that.
I would say
And
you
Charlotte-
also use up Charlotte's action as well, because you shouldn't be having that second dex save, but because you're Clockwork Spider aids you, but that also eats up her action. So yeah,
Right. Okay.
you still have bonus action if you have something you can utilize.
Misty Step's the only thing I can really do with my bonus action.
Yeah. If not, it's fine. You can save it for later.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna hold our ground for now against the homunculi that are surrounding us right now.
All right, they're piling up. The homunculus, the one that's facing you, Tully, starts to drag you. No, you are free, so he will try another attempt. A 19, does it hit you?
Yes.
All right. First of all, make me a strength save again. All right. Yaha!
Nice.
She's like, not again, not again.
She
No.
just like, no, you horrible tentacle monster, and just slam him in the face. Yeah, and
Nice.
yeah, you are not restrained, but you take 1 point of piercing damage. Yeah, and the homunculi will try another attempt. Yeah, that definitely hits you. It's a natural 20. So, another strength save for me again, please.
Wasn't that one?
Oh, that one. All right, you take 5 points of piercing damage, and you are restrained again. Fuck.
No.
No.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
Not 20, that one. I got the skill.
Yeah. Yeah, so bipolar. Oh, you actually unlock an achievement, bipolar. Just like, yeah, like 20 to 1. All right. Cool. So you're restrained. All right. And this one, I'll move towards Limerick and try to do his thing. 7 is a miss. 22 is a hit. Oh, no. Actually, 22 is also a miss because he is now with his Blaze Song. Magic. Revenant Blade, Blaze Song, and everything. Alright, cool. So, he is not hit, and he stays his ground. These two, seeing that you are not restrained anymore, will try to gang up on the Clockwork Spider, which is something they couldn't control before. So 2 attacks. Alright. 21 and 26 definitely hits. So
Yeah.
alright. With that, I need Charlotte to make me a strength save. Yep, that's not gonna cut it. So Charlotte, to all your surprise, is restrained by the combined strength of 2 homunculus with their tentacle fingers grabbing onto, well, each with 2 of the legs. So yeah, that way. So with that, 3rd attack, that's a miss. All right, so Charlotte takes 7 points of piercing damage. All right, and
7?
Yeah, 7. And then the other 2 will try to attack, and another 7. So total of 14 points of damage. Oh no, another one. Sorry. Yeah, total of 15 points of damage. All right.
15 more?
Yeah. No. Total of 15. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
This one
7. So that's 7 plus
7 plus 1. Total of 15. Sorry. Total of 15.
Right. Okay.
Yep. All right. Cool. And these two is gonna. This one is gonna rile up towards you, Ravani, and try to do his thing. 24 does hit you, so I will need you to make a strength save for me. Nasty little buggers. That's definitely, that makes it. So you use your staff to easily propel those horrifying tentacles, and
I like batting at them with my staff, like, no, bad
tentacles, bad. So you take 4 points of damage, and the other one, I will need you to make another strength save again. It's a long string of strength save. I know. Oops. Yep. You are restrained now. So with that, this one, seeing that you are already restrained, is gonna pull his tentacles out and just kind of like grabs onto you and just drags you. He only makes like 1 step before his movements are completely out, and you are being dragged off from Charlotte. That will be it. You see, Aleric is just kind of like, now with all the homunculus and their turn, Aleric seems like he is in a rather bad condition as he starts to cough, like rapidly, and he's like, all right, I guess I have no other choice but to use this. And he's pummeled the staff onto the ground as the homunculi right around the corner around here, as you guys can see, kind of like dissolves into a pile of puddle again, and the energy just kind of flows out from his body into the throne, into the figure that's sitting on the throne. And that will be the end of Alaric's turn. And now it'll be Tali's turn. Tali, roll me a perception check, please. Alright. You think that it is not that you are seeing things, but you definitely think that the body on the throne seems more alive than before.
Concerned, but no.
Yep. And you do your thing. It's your turn now. What would you like to do? All right.
Am I still stuck?
No, you are not stuck. You are way beyond that. You are out of the bound.
I'm going to slam the one that's holding Limerick.
Limerick is not hold.
Okay, good.
It's not being
the one
hold.
that's the one that's next to him.
All right, you use your bonus action to try to attack. All right, nice. That definitely hits. Roll for damage. That definitely kills it. As your sword rammed through the homunculi, the homunculi just kind of and just dissolves into a pile of puddle, like I said. And the energy just kind of flows through your grasp and just like darts towards the body on top. And that will be end. Alright. But you use your action and your bonus action, so you can still move, but where would you like to move?
I'm gonna stay here, because there's more homunculi.
Alright, that will be the end of your turn. It's yours turn now. Yours is gonna, like a lifeless machine he is, take a side step towards Limerick and slam his hammer again. 25. Oh, it just hit. Damn it. I'm rolling so high today. So yeah, the hammer slams onto Limerick's body. This time it actually penetrates through the ring, the protection of the ring. As you can see, the silver ring Limerick was wearing on his finger just kind of burst and just kind of breaks. So yeah, and apparently it's taking way more damage than it can sustain. And 15, that will be yeah. All right. So all right, cool. So he is taking some harsh pounding, but he is standing, and that will be the end of yours turn. Limerick is like drawing his sword, his blade towards the ones you called friend, and just kind of like slash. And he will use his he is actually near 2 of them, so he will apply more damage. Hold on, let's see. Limerick spells. Uh-huh. 2. Alright. Cool. So you see his blade kind of burns with green flame as they cut deeply inside. Well, wait, not the attack. That is wrong, but anyway. So the attack kind of sinks in to yours armor, piercing through yours armor, and the flame kind of leaps from his side towards the other side. So let's see. All right. So yours is still standing, but as soon as the green flame touches the homunculi just right behind Limerick, the homunculi died immediately and are melted into a pile of muddle. And energy, as well as before, darts towards the darts towards the body on top of the throne. All right. So yours took 6. All right. Took some damage. He's still standing and kicking. All right. Now it will be well. It will be your turn, Ravani. What would you like to do? It's your turn now.
Is there anything I can do aside from trying to escape again?
You can. You know what? Let's see. With that, you can do this. So the strategy is either to kill the homunculi, with your companion, and the restraint will go off immediately, or you can try to use Misty Step to step out of the way, but risk they flank on you again. Well, there are numerous options. It's what you would do.
Oh boy. Alright, I'm actually going to cast Misty Step and teleport over to here.
Alright. Just move your character over to there. So you're no longer here, right?
Yep.
No longer restrained, and
Yeah.
you're free. Oh shit! I never changed the music.
And let's see. And I'm actually going to cast a chromatic orb with lightning damage, using my highest level spell slot.
All right. You can totally do that.
And now that I'm free, I'm throwing it right at
right in the face of Aleric. All right.
Yep, Aleric, that's it.
Got it. Roll for the attack first. Yep, that's a miss. As the chromatic orb flies towards Aleric. Yeah, because you landed poorly, and the chromatic orb just flies off into the distance. It does slam into a pillar, bursting a chunk out of it, but that's about it.
If I spent 2 sorcery points to add 1d4 to that roll, would that be enough? Would that be potentially enough to hit, or?
You can roll for an Arcana check to see if you know that. You don't know. You have no clue.
Okay, well, in the meantime, as I'm missing, Charlotte's gonna make a strength save to get out of the restrained condition.
All right. She definitely makes it, and yeah, she is now free, and not much she can do right now.
Oh boy.
Oh, by the way, it seems like you guys are a little bit confused, so I'm just gonna elaborate a little bit more. When restrained, you guys can still attack.
Oh.
Just so you guys know.
Okay.
A restrained creature's speed is reduced to 0, and it can benefit from any bonus to speed, and attack roll does have advantage against them, but and your attack roll does have disadvantage, but you guys should be fine. You guys should have no problem, rolling damage, because you guys are not unable to cast spells or swing your weapons. So yeah.
All right. Right. But yeah, I think that's all I can do on my turn in that case.
Remember to roll 2 of your 1d20 for me. And to mark off the upcasting spell level you just did.
Yeah.
20. Sadly, it's not the request. It should be a 1.
Yeah.
Yep. So nothing really happens. But it's okay. It's okay. You guys know that now. And now will be the homunculi's turn. Homunculi, now that seeing Charlotte is out of bound, and you are out of bound, will try to eliminate Charlotte as it's seemingly the biggest threat. So first one miss, second one miss. First one does a 16 hit? No, it's a miss. Second one, 18 definitely hits. So the second one, I will need Charlotte to roll for a strength save in order to see if she is restrained. Yep, that definitely makes it. And Charlotte's fine, but Charlotte takes 2 points of piercing damage. And then the third one also hits. Well, sorry, the fifth one also hits him, and I will need her to make another strength save. It's definitely it's definitely enough, and she only takes 3 points of damage from that. So
All right.
Then, all right. 2 of the attack all hits with a crit and a 19. So she needs to make 2 more strength save. Yeah, the first one failed, so she is now restrained. Yeah, and she takes a total of 5 points of piercing damage from the last 2. All right.
Right.
All right, and that will be it for their turn. All right. In the meantime, Aleric was like, "Oh well, I guess another one has to go." And you see that this one, that's standing right next to Charlotte, kind of bursts into a pile of muddle, and the energy just flows into the body on top of the stairs. The body, now that you can see better, Ravani, the glow starting to feel like fuel the body in. You can literally see the light that was just beneath its ankle now rise up to almost to his waist. Yeah. And that will be it for Aleric. Tully, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna move around to flank yours and start.
All right. Do your worst. Roll for the attack. That's a miss. Even with the flanking.
Yeah.
You can use the bonus action. That's a hit. Alright. Alright. So, with the first attack being dodged, yours was like stiff as a machine, but he still managed to dodge the first one. But the second one managed to strike him the least he expected, right underneath his armpit, and that deals 26 points of damage, dealing a nasty slash wound underneath his, arm. Alright, and I guess that will be the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, so yours took a significant amount of damage from the back, so he will try to hammer down you, Tully, instead. He will revolve around, roll his hammer, which is definitely a miss because it's a 9, and that will be it. That will be his turn. Alright, so yours just kind of stood there.
I've
quietly.
infected him with my low rolls.
Yep. Now it's Limerick's turn. Limerick, on the other hand, will seize the opportunity and try to cut him down. All right. So sadly, a 17 doesn't hit, but Limerick will forego his. Well, yeah. Let's see. Does he? Yeah, he will forego his opportunity to cast a spell, but to use Mythos again. Nice. This time it is a hit. Now the blade kind of sinks in into your flesh, dealing 13 points of extra damage. All right. That will be the end of Limerick's turn. So. Ravani, you're up. You are facing Aleric just by 5 feet away. What would you like to do?
Right. Well, first of all, Charlotte is going to
Make a strength save again in order to break free.
No, she can attack while restrained, right?
Yes, but you will have disadvantage on attack rolls. Unless you are casting a spell.
Yeah, this time she's going to try and venomous bite one of the little guys.
All right. With disadvantage, that's a miss.
Okay, and she's going to try and like stab another one with a leg attack.
All right. Oh, nice! With that, if Charlotte pierced through the homunculi with ease, and which one do you want it to attack? This one?
This one.
Which one? Sorry, I'm not seeing it. Okay. This one.
This one.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. So with that, the attack lands. However, the homunculi is still standing, though. Yep. He is not budging, but he is significantly wounded. So, yeah. That is good. That is good. All right. So, that will be it for Charlotte, because there's not much it can do. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Battle music.
Okay, I'm going to use another 4th level spell slot to cast Scorching Ray.
Alright. That will be rather useful and horrifying, and do your worst. Do your worst.
So that's going to be, so with a 4th level slot, that's going to be 5 rays in total against Aleric.
Alright, cool. Go ahead. Roll for all of them. For 5. All right. So the first 2 attack, those are a miss. With Aleric, just for an old man, he sure dodged rather quickly, and the other 2, as they hit him, he was like, "You hit an old man! Shame on you!" And the fire kind of scorched his upper body with those 2 strikes. You can roll for their damage. Go ahead.
I'm like, you're really gonna pull the old man card now?
I am your senior, to be sure. I have years of wisdom beyond your knowledge, beyond your comprehension. Of course I am your senior. And with that, the flame kind of sinks into his body. He just kind of like, but as those flames sinks into his body, you would see that the same bright that comes off from the homunculus kind of emits from his body, sort of like shielding him from the damage. And you kind of hear the dissolving sound as well. Well, Ruveni, your attention is fully focused on Alaric, so you didn't see this. But for Tali and Limerick, you guys see that the one that was severely wounded by by Charlotte is now dissolved into a pile of muddle, and the other two that are the other one that are behind him also seem to have taken a large chunk of damage, though nothing seems to happen around them. Yeah. 15.
Am I able to make a check to figure out what's happening with Alaric over here?
Well, you can roll for an Arcana check. The others can roll for a Perception check and then follow up with an Intelligence check to see what's happened. So, Perception and then Intelligence check from Tali. Nice. For you, Ruveni, you think that this is another sort of spell that propels him from taking all kinds of damage, and you are really angry that he does that. You almost yell cheating when you see that. Yeah. But for Tali, with your perception, with all the lights that are flowing through before, and then you see that when Ruveni casts a spell, that the homunculi actually died, but they are not the target. So you can deduct that fairly easily that Alaric is using the homunculus as his, extra life support. You would say that. Yeah. And this time...
I just call out to Ruveni, the homunculi are like Charlotte.
Yeah. Even... something more. You notice something even better. That is, when Ruveni used the spell and the homunculi dies, the light are actually used to protect Alaric instead of flowing directly to the throne, which is good. Seems like a good thing. Yeah.
I look back briefly, sort of. Wait. Oh, that makes sense.
All right, but that will be the end of your turn, I assume.
Yeah.
I will need you to roll 1d20 for me. Always remember your abilities.
Yeah.
You don't know when it will be useful. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Not this turn apparently. So now that the homunculus are they lost their strength and numbers. This one will try to... Actually, they all will. This one will try to run around. Let's see, how far can he walk? Alright, he will walk behind you, Ruveni. This one will walk... Let's see. How far can he walk? Yeah, he can walk 30. Yep, he'll walk towards you. And, oh no, this one will flank you in a flanking position. This one will walk towards you. Oh no, he is restraining he is restraining Charlotte right now. So, this one, he will walk towards Tully. Oh no, actually Limerick, because Limerick is seemingly more affected with the damage. Alright, so the attack begins. Homunculus, strike. Alaric, miss. Definitely a miss. And that'll be it. Can't do much. This one will try to drain. Let's see. So, Ruveni, does 14 hit you?
Not quite.
Alright. But does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
All right. Maybe a strength save. You know the drill.
Yeah. Nope.
Yep. Nope. You are now restrained with might. So, all right. But luckily, the other guy that tries to claw you doesn't seem to work. Tentacles wrap around your legs, making you unable to walk. All right. That will be the end of the homunculus turn. Now it'll be Alaric's turn. Alaric will look at the one that failed and is like, well, I guess you have to go now. Alright, oh, sorry, I missed the one. So the one that's restraining Charlotte will make his 4 attacks. Oh shit, I accidentally closed it. Nope, he missed all of them. Alright, so, which is good. Oh, no, advantage, so that means 24 is a hit. 17 is a miss. So Charlotte takes 1 point of piercing damage, though though it is already restrained. All right. So let's see. The one that since it's the end of their turn, the one that's trying to flank Alaric, Lemric, is like also dissolved, and now he is gone. Alaric standing right there, smiling, gently taking 2 side steps. Actually 2 side steps towards here. Alright, that will be it. Alright, Tully, you're up. You're facing yours.
Given how I've been rolling, this is amazing.
Advantage, which is good. 21 is a hit. All right. The blade sinks in, and it kills him. With that booming sound, the blade penetrates through his like armor with ease, like hot knife cutting through a butter. Just like sinks into his heart. His life fades, and as the light fades, the fog that was covering his eyes, the white fog that was covering his eyes, also fade. It was like trying to say something, grab onto your shoulder, but eventually fails and slumps into the ground. He is dead.
As Tali like bends down to retrieve her sword, she's just like, "I'm so sorry. Rest with your god. Be safe," and books it towards Ravani.
Yep. All right. Dash, using your bonus action to dash, and
I'm flanking the closest.
Yeah, you can definitely reach here or here. Well, it depends on you.
I'll stay flank.
All right, cool. All right, then that will be the end of your turn, I believe.
Yep.
All right, Limric's turn. Limric will see that the surrounding scenario, and he will try his. Let's see, how far away are you guys? All right, cool. He will move into range. 30 feet. And then he will cast Storm Sphere and toss it directly around this area. As you all see, like a sphere of like blowing wind and restrained like strong like wind and structure and lightning and cloud into a sphere, just kind of being tossed towards Alaric's direction. And let's see. Blue strings. What am I talking? I was doing gibberish right now. 20 feet, 10, 20. All right, 20 feet. So 10, 20. 20 feet radius, 20, everything 20 feet. Yeah. that kind of covers it. So yeah, that solely surrounds Alaric, and
Nice.
yeah, let's see, and he will needs to make a strength save. So Alaric will use Alaric will raise his staff and you see the like blowing wind that was so strong to knock one person prone kind of seems have no effect on Alaric as he stands really still. It's surprisingly still for an old man. So he doesn't take the damage. However, with a bonus action, you see Limerick snap his finger, and a stream of lightning kind of strikes from within, and he needs to make an attack roll. Let's see. Attack roll / roll 1d20 plus Limerick's ability to cast a spell. Alright, cool. Plus 8. Alright, that's a hit with the string of lightning. Let's see. Lightning advantage. Yes. Oh, I have advantage. Oh well, there's no critical strike, but it doesn't matter. 4d6 / roll 4d6. Alright, 18 points of damage. The lightning kind of arcs through and just kind of strike Alaric the least he expected, and he takes a chunk of damage actually. However, you do see that with the damage taken, the light glows within, and the one that's restraining Charlotte is now poof dead. And the one that's right next to you, Ruvani, seems to have suffered some sort of damage. Yeah. All right.
Is Charlotte still restrained after that then?
There is no homunculi to restrain it, so it is no longer restrained.
Right.
And that
excellent.
Yeah, that will be Limerick's turn. And the bonus side of it is the one that is in the sphere, well, the surrounding area of the sphere is considered difficult terrain, which means Alaric will have difficulty to walk outside of it. He will be half speed. And he also have disadvantage on perception check made to listen. Just so you guys know. All right. Nice. All right. That will be it for him. And now will be your turn, Ruvani. What would you like to do?
All right. Yeah. Charlotte's gonna storm right up here, and she's going to unleash hell on the last remaining.
Yeah, there's two of them, but go ahead. Do your worst.
Venomous Bite.
That will be a miss, sadly. But you have a second attack, I believe. Do you have a second attack? Let me check.
One more.
Alright, cool. That also is a miss, sadly.
Okay.
Yep. Oh no, actually. Sorry, the first one is a hit. My bad. It's a 10.
What?
Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh.
Yeah. That easily penetrate through. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. That easily. Yeah. So the two of the attack, as they all hit, kind of eliminates the homunculi. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one takes the damage. Yeah. Oh no, this one already took some damage, which means with Charlotte's first strike, the homunculi dies immediately.
Right.
Yeah, because he already took. So I would say that you direct Charlotte towards here and strike on the the second one, right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, to utilize your attacks. So I will let you keep the attack roll, which is, though it's not high, but it's fair. It's enough to deal with all those homunculus. And with that strike, the last one of the homunculi just dies, and both of their light kind of pours inside of the throne of the body. The body seems to have reached kind of really high level of power consumption. You can see that the light kind of reached to its neck already, with all the dying homunculus being killed. And that will be the last of it. So, as the last of it die, you can hear through the wind and like loud blow of the storm Saphir, you can hear Alaric just yells, "It's almost done!" What would you like to do, Ravani?
Yeah, well, it's... I sort of turned back to Tally, so I was like, all right, they're all gone. Now let's go put Grandpa here to bed. And I'm actually going to use my last 4th level spell slot to cast magic missiles at him.
All right, cool. Roll for the attack. Yeeks. It's okay. Still, it's damage. Nothing to be sneezed at. So, with all that, the magic missile finally slams into Alaric's body. This time for real. As they penetrate through his flesh, you can see him smiling. Even though he seems like he took a chunk of hit. Yeah, so I guess that'll be the end of your turn?
Actually, I'll finish my turn by sort of moving away to be beside Tally.
All right, cool. And that will be the end of your turn. Alaric kind of smiles and stomp his staff to the ground again. And before you guys know it, there was no sphere of storm. Limmer was like, I hate it when he does that. So Alaric kind of looks around you and just like, oh, this will be interesting. And he will look around. Let's see. Now, I just need you guys to stay still for a little bit longer. And how will I do that? I guess let's find out. And he will cast a spell. I need all of you, everyone. Let's see. 40 feet. Yeah. I need all of you to make a dexterity save. As the floor beneath you starting to turn into a muddle.
He's within 30 feet of me, yeah?
Yes.
Can I use my gauntlet, please?
You can! Definitely. Go ahead.
And I rolled a 19.
Nice. All right.
Sweet. So he needs to make a DC 17 intelligence save.
Yes. He will try that. Intelligence save. He failed miserably. He rolled a 13. Yep.
Okay, so I steal the spell.
Yes.
And I'd like to sling it back, please.
All right, go ahead. And let's see.
Yes.
What did I roll for this? What did I write for the spell? Let's see. So, you expend 1 charge, and you immediately cast it back as, well, what it's worth. So, with that, since you don't have a spell casting ability, the spell save DC for this spell will be a 17. Yeah. And you immediately sling it back. And Alaric was fairly surprised when he sees the ground that he tries to, set to quicksand or muddle, instead, like, kind of being grasped onto the glowing gloves of yours and just toss it back into the ground. And he will now need to make a dexterity save, which he makes it. He rolled a 24. So he immediately leap off to the side with his dex save. Let's see. On a fail save, sinks in and is strained. If you cast a spell. Alright. And he is not fall prone. Became muddle. Through cost 5 feet away. And any creature on the ground, you cast a spell. On the ground. Oh, shit. He needs to make a strength save instead of... Nice. I will have him make a strength save.
Please be a weak old man.
Yeah, he is weak. He is fairly weak. He rolled a 14. So he falls into... Yeah, let's see. Let's make a saving. So first time it enters the area on a fail. Yeah, he sinks into the mud and is restrained. Yeah, he is now restrained. Instead of walking away, he was like, "How can you do this to an old man?" And he is now restrained.
Tala's just kind of like looking at them, like she just used essentially like a cricketer, just pitching it back, and it's like, that worked.
Heck yeah, it did.
All right. That will be the end of Alaric's turn. Tali, you're up.
Okay, how much is difficult terrain around him now that I kind of put it next to him?
So, I'm just going to draw it. Let's see. In the area, he should... let's see. I'm going to draw the mud. Like 40 feet. That means 10, 20, 30. So 40. So that means the whole area... Oh, yeah, let's see. 40. Surprisingly, with the spell slinged back to him, the thrown area seems to have no effect against the transmutation spell seems to have no effect against the throne.
Interesting. All right, so that I can make it up to him without burning my bonus. So
Yeah, you can definitely do that, but you would need to do a strength save as well when you first enter the area. So if you don't want to, you can sling your weapons from the outside.
If I use my boots and just kind of stay above the ground,
you can totally do that.
Am I exempt?
You can totally do that.
Sweet.
Yeah, but like I said, you will need a bonus action to activate the boots. I believe that's what we agreed upon.
So yeah, so I'll do that one instead.
So you can fly. You can gingerly hover above the mutation. Yeah.
Just
all right.
No sand in my shoes, please.
All right. Go for it. What would you like to do? All right. Sling your blade. That's a hit.
Because he's down, I should have advantage, which means I should still get sneak.
Yes, you still get sneak attack. And with the blade sinks in. Yeah. Hold on. Let me check something. Alright, he will be like, that hurts! That actually hurts a lot! 20, 33, nice. Alright, he is now taking a large chunk of damage. Yeah, and that'll be it for you?
I'm done.
Alright, cool. Now will be Limeric's turn. Limerick, seeing that the glove actually worked, though he doesn't know what it is, but he's just glad that it works. He'll be like, all right, Let's do this. And he will... Let's see. In order to help, he will try to cast haste on top of Tali. Like, this is my last spell. Better make it count. And he will use his 3rd level spell slot to cast haste on Tali. And then...
She will bow back at him.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much it. Yeah, he doesn't want to go inside the difficult terrain and risk getting sink inside the mud. So yeah, he will stay outside, carefully examining. And now will be your turn, Ravani. What would you like to do?
What would I
You are
like to do?
hasted. Speed of light.
Tally was the one who got hasted, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
marking
not
her.
me.
Yeah. I'm marking her.
Right.
Oh, by the way, sorry.
oh.
When Tali ends her turn, you see that like before Alaric was restrained, he will use his legendary action to propel a stone staircase underneath him and make him not restrained anymore. He is now standing on a pillar of small stone. That's it.
Alright. Okay, I will. Since he's elevated, would I be able to throw a lightning bolt at him without hitting Tally?
No, he is not that elevated. He has reached.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he has reached the same height as everybody else in this room. So.
All right.
You can maneuver to a direction that doesn't hit Tali, which wasn't so hard. You just move about right here, and then you can strike a lightning bolt. How wide is the lightning bolt?
Pretty sure I believe it's just 5 feet.
Then maybe a little bit across here.
Just 5 foot wide.
Yeah. Then if you stand here, it will definitely hit. Yeah, it will hit Alaric instead of hitting your friend. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. I will lightning bolt away, and he will need to make a dex save.
All right. Dex save. Let's see. Oh shit! Accidentally closed. All right. Nice. Dex save. Yeah, he rolled 1 point higher. He rolled a 17, so he dodged.
So that's only half damage then.
Yes. Gingerly dodge out of the way, taking 15 points of lightning bolt damage. Yep. He is still standing. For an old man, that is surprisingly... He is surprisingly well built. 63. Alright, cool. Alright.
I sort of muttered to myself, be careful, Tally.
Mm-hmm. That will be the end of your turn, I believe.
Yeah.
I will need you to roll the 1d20.
Charlotte will hang back for now to avoid walking in the difficult terrain.
Yes.
But that will be my turn.
To avoid sinking into a pile of mud. But yeah, that will be the end of all your turns. Let's see. It's Alaric's turn. Alaric taking that amount of damage was like, well, I guess there's nothing else to do but to do this. And he will try. Let's see. Huh. Alright. He sees around you guys, and he sees a point where you guys are at, and just he will do this. He will first cast. Let's see. Ooh, that would be interesting. But no, not yet. So you see his Tali. You see he point his staff towards himself, and a swirl like thin and whimsy flame just wrath around his body and covering him in bright light, and the flame kind of flies like a shield surrounding him. All right, that will be it for him. It's like, show me your best shot. Charlie, you're up.
So his staircase has elevated him a bit.
What? Sorry.
Like he's up on an elevated kind of platform now.
No. It's more like this. So, with the legendary action, what he did was he used his power to turn part of the ground beneath him solid, in order to make him, to push him off from the sunkening situation before. So now he's at the same level as everyone else in this room, just like the same walking level. Yeah. So yeah.
I would like to try and sweep his legs out from under him so he falls off it and into the sand.
Go for it.
Would that be a dex check?
That will take an action though. And that will require that will require him to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
All right.
My thinking is that it's acrobatics based because it's a sweep.
Yeah. So
and I don't know what he.
Yeah. So he will need to counter with. Yeah, acrobatics check. He will need to counter with, let's see, either he avoids it or. Yep.
Hot
damn, he avoids. Ooh. Oh no, sorry. This is Limericks. This is Limerick stat. No, it was totally wrong. It's not Aleric.
Aha! He's a dexterous old man.
Yeah. Well, he missed by 1. Yeah. So.
Holy jeez.
Yeah, you use a quick sweep, and you almost whip him into falling, but at this moment, he will use a legendary resistance to make a stand and not falling into sand. And he looks at you, Tali, and is like, tripping an old man, falling into sand? Shame on you. Yeah. And, yeah.
That would really have to keep doing that?
I will do as I damn please.
Tali will disengage and back up because she's like, well, dunk.
Yeah, doink. Duck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that will be it. Oh, actually, Tali, you can, since you're hasted, you have 2 actions. Keep that in mind.
Then I'll attack him before I leave.
All right, go for it. That's a miss. Even with, haste, that's a miss. So, you take a step back and just gets in line. All right. That will be it for you, and now with Limeric's turn. Limerick sees no other options. Well, shit, what can he do? He doesn't want to spend all his spells. He will try gingerly toss a chromatic orb across the flowing surface. The muddly surface, and just like whim. Oh, that's a hit. 22. With that, the chromatic orb glowing with lightning, since he saw that it worked with Ravani's lightning bolt, and just it arcs, and just like, oh, why is there dueling? That is weird. Ignore the dueling. So it's a 12 points of damage. Yeah. 75. So yeah, the burning lightning just arcs around his body, burning large chunk of flesh out of, well, his upper arm. And he doesn't look so well right now, Alaric. And that will be it for Limerick. Ravani, you're up.
All right, I sort of shout, and now to get you to cool off, and I will use my last 5th level spell slot to cast a pale blue chromatic orb that deals cold damage.
Go ahead. That's a hit. That is a hit. All right. 30. Whoa, 40 points of damage. That is a large chunk. As the cold air kind of swifts around the area, it bursts into a large chunk of ice and like immediately hits onto Alaric's body. Let's see. He is still standing, but he's looking pale, like extremely pale, and he looks down at you guys and is like, anything else? And do you have anything else, Ravani? Or is that it?
Nothing that my bonus action could really do.
All right. All right. Alaric is gonna. That will be the end of your turn, Ravani. And Alaric right now, it's gonna look at you guys, look around at the body that was up there, and then look at you guys again. And it's like, I guess I have to do this myself. And he will try. Let's see. He will look at you guys. He will Misty Step first out of the difficult terrain and everything. Oh, by the way, just a reminder with everyone. So the difficult terrain, the transmutate rock, it lasts almost forever until it's dispelled. So if anyone can dispel the area of magic, or else you guys will be staring down at this endlessly. Just so you guys know.
Right.
Yeah. And Alaric will look at you, Ravani, and he will try to cast Hold Person against you. Alright. Make a wisdom save, which you have a +2 on.
Yes.
So 14. Sadly, it's not enough. With that, you feel the strong sensation that wraps around your body, and you are now restrained. Can't move. Yeah, I'm gonna put you. Paralyzed. So I'm gonna put you with a face. All right, that will be it for Alaric. Tully, you're up. Your friend seems like she's stuck. What would you like to do?
Yeah, the panic charge.
Panic charge?
And boots.
Flying boots. Nice.
Yep.
You fly away.
Level.
Yeah. All right. With that, you immediately pop beside Alaric. The blaze sinks in. Nice.
Excellent.
But no sneak attack though, since it's
That's chill.
Yeah. But the 15 points does hit him badly. As the blade sinks in again, well, the second attack is a miss. Third attack is also a hit. That's also 16 points of damage. Nice. So the blade repeatedly sinks into Alaric's body, making him look extremely pale, and he just looks at you. It's like, anything else? He's still standing, but he's barely.
Please. I'm stuck here, so that's it. That's me.
All right, that'll be it. Before Limerick does anything, Alaric will look at all of you, and it's like just using his legendary action to hit the staff against his chest and then toss it directly towards the body that's on the throne. It's like, I guess that's what has to be done. And he's like staff to his own heart, and he falls. He actually falls from his own strike, and he tosses his staff towards, well, the body that's on the throne. I will need him to make a strength check. Well, or dexterity. The strength will be nice. That's a fail. That's also a fail. Yep. So, with all his power, he tossed his staff, and it rolled onto the ground just few inches away from the throne, and he just, no, it was so close, and he falls to the ground. He is gone. Before you guys can wanting to celebrate, the throne kind of shakes, and you see the entire structure of the throne room just kind of starts shaking, and beneath the platform, everything starts to crumble and shakes, and large cracks coming out from beneath the throne, and with that, the throne kind of cracks, and I would say everyone, you are now out of combat right now, but you all got one turn to do one thing that you want to do.
Is Rainy still paralyzed? Yeah.
No, she's no longer paralyzed. At the moment Alaric is gone, he is, well, Ravani is free. She's free.
Is the difficult terrain still there, or?
No, it is still there though.
Okay.
It is not a concentration, by the way. Yeah.
I'm kind of like, Tally, I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't feel like we won just yet.
I am gonna go pick Ravani up and drop her on Charlotte's back.
Yeah. Okay. Before you do so, Lemerick will say, "Get the gem! Put it on the throne!"
Who had it?
I think last time it's you, Tolly. You said you took the gem from Harden, I believe? You took the sapphire from Harden, so I would think that it is you who has it.
Okay, then I will U-turn and chuck it down.
Alright. So you run towards the throne, and you see that on top of it, just as they claimed, a socket. Now, there is something on top of it. It was a emerald, which is already cracked, like into several pieces. So you manage to quickly sweep off the debris of the emerald and place the ruby on top of it. As you place the ruby, it's a ruby. You place the ruby on top of it. The ruby glows into reddish light, and the body that was on the throne just kind of shimmers, and it kind of the energy kind of was almost there, was almost at his throat to fully cover his face is now fading, and Limerick was like, Limerick is gonna look at you, Tolly, and he will do this. He will dimension door his way towards the throne, just to get away from all of the situations. And it's like he will take Charlotte. Actually, let's see if he can take Charlotte. Excellent. Can you visualize the creature must be within 5 feet? All right, cool. Oh no, it's a smaller size. Charlotte's large, so no. Limerick just appeared on top of the throne, and which is by your side. He looks at you, and for like he took a moment to look at you deeply, as if he's trying to memorize you and Ravani into his memory, and then he kind of grabs you and tosses you to the other side, and just like run. And he sits onto the throne. The moment he sat on it, the energy that was dispersing beneath, starting to like come to a pause. Like it was rapid, and then it kind of slows down as Limerick just kind of sits there, and kind of. You see the energy that was coming out from him from underneath. It's just kind of slowly getting drained as he sits on top of the throne. And the quaking stopped. The quaking eventually comes to a stop as everything now has come to a pause. And
I'm like, wait, Lyric, what are you doing?
Go. No. And all the power that converged towards him, he kind of puts his hand on top of the ruby, and as you can see, the power kind of transfer from his body into the ruby, and he just eventually grabs onto it and just toss it towards you, Tolly. Tolly, you grab onto it?
I'll roll to my feet and catch it.
All right, you grab onto it. As this moment, since you were being tossed towards Ravani, you guys kind of landed against each other. You grab onto the ruby, and then you feel this exhaustion coming out from your body, as Aleric no longer has the power to concentrate on your haste, and you are now exhausted for one turn, which means you are paralyzed and you can't move. But at this moment,
I'm paralyzed with the gem in my hands.
Yes.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah. But at this moment, there comes another wave of like kind of shock. The quake that was stopped before starts rummaging again. As you see, the throne kind of starting to sink into the floor, and Lermic just gives you guys one last look and just smiles, and then he is, along with the throne, sinks into the bottom. Yep. And now the throne room starts to shake again. What would you guys like to do?
As you see, I'm like reaching out with my hand, like, no.
Lemire just smiles. That's the last image you saw him before the ground kind of dissolves, like kind of eats him up, and just like that, he is gone.
I just sort of like stand there, sort of like my hands still outstretched towards him as I start to tear up again.
Yeah.
No.
The ground shook. From a long-lasting burst to a short amount of burst, and grows more rapidly, as the wave of energy kind of waves again and again. The whole structure seems unstable right now.
Tally's legs are going to give when paralysis breaks, and she'll kind of roll back to her feet as she falls, hits the ground, and then gets back up and goes, okay, we gotta go. Oh, okay, and one hand gem, other hand Ravani's cloak, we're going.
Yeah, you guys run with the top of your speed. I would need you to make a dexterity check. Well, acrobatics, if you have that, to avoid the crumbling pillars along the way, which is a fairly easy one.
I'm having a bad day.
No, it's a fairly easy
one.
It's
that one for me.
Yeah. Still, with that combined effort, well, actually, Ravani, roll me, help roll, Charlotte's stats for me, yeah. She can use strength or dexterity, it's up to her. Alright. Yep. 2 ones. You've, like, a large boulder kind of, like, slams onto the side. With that, you each take, well, let's see. /D10. Yep. You each take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the chunk of boulder like kind of crushing down. Luckily, it didn't restrain you or, entombed you, so you guys can still try to give it a try. Another acrobatics check.
Wait, wouldn't that just hit Charlotte?
Yeah, it also hits Charlotte.
So yeah, because Tali took it instead of letting it hit the gem.
Yeah.
Okay.
21. Alright.
Okay.
Six. Roll for Charlotte. Let's see. Alright. Charlotte and you this time. Takes /roll. Oh, sorry. /roll. You guys take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, both you and Charlotte. You can transfer the damage half to Charlotte if you wish. Yeah. This time, the boulder starts piling up, and you guys manage to get through a half of the entire throne room. I would need you to make a final acrobatics check. Nice. Not bad. Well, it is kind of awkward, but still. Oh man. Charlotte. Hopefully Charlotte can even that out. With that, it evens out. So you don't take the damage as you thought you were going to take it. The boulder kind of getting swapped away by Charlotte. So you guys managed to make it outside of the throne room, which is up on the... I don't have the image of it, but you guys are facing upwards on the top platform, which is like a balcony of sorts. With that, you can see a mirror just like the one you saw before, which is glowing in purplish light. And you guys can see that with some hizzling, it was unstable at first when you guys see it, and then you guys hear the sound coming from it. It's just like, hello? Anyone over there? Can you hear me?
I was sort of like urging Charlotte, come on.
Yeah, and you guys get a better look. It was still 60 feet away from you, but you guys finally get a better look. It's Vor from his workshop. He is kind of like setting this up as like, hello? Bad signal. Anyone? Yeah. So yeah. You guys rush forward, I guess.
Yeah, they're just rushing forward to go through the portal.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come through, quick! And Vor just now kind of gets a steady image of both you and the falling, crumbling entire throne room, and it's just like, come quick! And you guys kind of charge through the portal, and with Charlotte kind of slam inside the room, the last image you see is the crumbling structure of the entire castle falling into a pile of dust, and that's when the signal is out. Yep. That's it. And then you guys see inside the room stands Vor. The light, kind of the shimmery light before was like making it hard to see the clear visual. You see another cloaked figure just behind Vor, and when you guys reach over, you heard Vor's voice through all the the hammering loud sound you guys heard before. You guys are still a little bit out of it, so you make it out like by pieces. Like just Vor says, "Oh, thank God you guys are alive. I didn't know I can reach you guys in time. When the moment I heard," and then you heard the familiar sound, just like, "All right, Vor, give them a little bit moment to recover." And Vor is like, "Oh yes, my lady, yes, no problem." Yeah. And then you guys kind of recovered and your strength, and from the falling boulder and all that, you guys look up. In the gleaming light, you see Rose. You see Rosemary standing right in front of you guys, and she was just calmly looking at you and just like, "I trust everyone. Oh, I see you lose one member. And I'm sorry about that."
Limerick, it was like everything was shaking, and I guess he must have sat on the. He went and sat on the throne, like to try and contain it. I guess I don't. But then it sunk, and then I rushed forward to.
Yeah.
And then I rushed forward to hug her, or saying, I'm glad you didn't leave." But it's
Vor actually found me. I mean, apparently he is now your mentor, and apparently he is hard working on trying to provide you with assistance. And then he found me right before you guys left.
Yeah, I guess you could say he's a sort of mentor now.
Vor stands proudly, like right in front of you guys. Ha ha! Yeah. Yeah, it's about the first time after, all the mistake he has made, he has finally given out like really hearty smile and just looks at all of you guys and just like, "You must be exhausted. Come. Just we have some wine. We can talk this over while we drink." And, oh, right. And he looks at you, Tolly, and just like, the Black Feather Sovereigns, they pass on the message saying that they will be, they sense the flux. I assume that they're talking about the castle, and they think that with whatever you guys can retrieve, they can finally help save our city. I mean, I guess from you guys come back in one piece, that means mission accomplished, right?
Yeah,
for the most part, I think I'm glad they sensed it.
Okay.
And we took down Aleric, so I guess in the end we got the job done, but Limerick.
Yeah. Who's Limerick? I mean, another fellow you guys met? Why does that name sound familiar?
Right, you don't know. It's kind of a long story.
You know what? We got all
I'll
the
tell
time.
you about it later.
Yeah, we got all the time right now. Oh,
I think I would like to speak to my family about a monument for him, actually. Don't let me forget.
yes.
He saved us, after all.
Certainly. Most certainly. Oh, by the way, some fella, a fella that traveled with you guys, name's kind of weird. His name is yours or something. He actually sent me a message about he found a new job. I mean, so you guys don't have to worry about him. That should be fine.
Good. I'm glad he's well.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, good
Cool.
good for him.
Yeah. So you guys eventually walk out of Vor's workshop into the loud street of Lux and into the tavern where everyone everyone is eager to hear about your story, actually. From the street folks to the high-end societies, the nobles who are helping to rebuild the city all come forth, and you guys enjoy a rather happy festival, if not a little bit sad for your passing friends, but you guys are finally finally home. And with that, it ends with all festivities. And for about a long time later, like about a few years later, so Tolly spent most of her time with her family, not only helping them reestablish the security, cleaning out all the residual monstrosities, and also helping them with the ritual to locate Lux once again into a safer location on top of the old ruined Mistranor. And as promised, you build a large statue of Limerick. You actually find partial of his old body, Sentinel, that was lying inside the rubble ruins. It was not destroyed at all, so you feel lucky to have it, to recover it, and you place it at the monument of heroes, and to represent his past glory and what he has done for the city. What about you, Ravani? What would your life be? Because Tali already tells me what she wants for her character.
Well, I guess I would, at this point, Ravani would spend time trying to reconnect with her mother after all this time apart, and I guess she would probably she would start working on trying to figure out a way to get her mother's emotions back.
Okay. All right. So, as such, you guys went through a lot of journals as well as magic, arcane knowledge, and inside the Library of Lux, you do find this ritual, but that also sets you on a path to retrieve certain ingredients in order to perform the ritual. So you set off with your mother by your side, and you said farewells to the people of Lux, and embark on another part of journey that would mark Ravani's legend on this land. But that will be it. That will be the end of this campaign, and I would like to thank everyone.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I wouldn't leave without giving a especially heartfelt goodbye to her bestest friend, Tally.
Yes.
For everything she's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talia would be like keeping an eye on to make sure she doesn't disappear without saying.
Yeah, and that concludes our campaign. And for any experienced DM, would like to thank everyone for their patience and how they, joined the party without any questions. Well, not without questions, but enjoyed the party per se. Yeah. And thank you
for bearing with us. Thank you for letting us do all the crazy nonsense that we get up to. It has been a magnificent campaign.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. It is still kind of too bad that in the end it only ended up being just the two of us that remained active till the end.
But I guess all parties, have their difficulties. I mean, people have realities to deal with. I wouldn't blame them for that. So, yeah. But I am extremely grateful for you guys sticking together, with me and, commit to finishing this campaign. So, yeah. I am thankful, and hopefully we can do something else in the future. But for now, I guess with my time is limited, maybe not for a short, moment, not in the near future, but yeah, we'll keep in touch. And as always, my server will remain open. So if anyone has any ideas they want to share, they are more than welcome to still pop in and says hello. And also, if you guys have the time in the afternoon or the few hours later, you can maybe you can join our campaign, because I still have time for another campaign which is in the afternoon for me. But if it's not fit for your schedule, then it's all fine. Just saying. So yeah, you can take that into consideration, but you don't have to force anything. And if you are willing to join, I'm more than happy to introduce you to our group and maybe tell the other. Since I'm not the DM on that campaign, maybe I can talk to the DM and see what he can, help with you guys join if you guys want to. So yeah.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Yeah. Well, we have to help each other out.
Yeah. If you guys ever need someone to drop in and kind of cover a role, I'm happy to.
Okay. So you guys, just so you guys know, usually the session in the mid-afternoon around my time is just 1 hour later. So now will be 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me. So around 2 p.m. is where my campaign, the other campaign of mine usually starts. So if you guys have the time, I can talk to DM just today. So yeah.
Are you talking about afternoon your time?
Yeah, afternoon my time. So it's about 1 hour later. So you guys can check your time, which just push the clock 1 hour later. Yeah.
Because it's actually midnight right now where I live.
Okay, got it. So
so
probably there'll be a difficulty, but it's fine.
Yeah, with my time zone, I probably wouldn't be able to. I probably wouldn't be able to do that one, but
okay.
but I appreciate the offer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's like I said, just if you guys think you can do it and you have the time, and you can just message me, or and I can tell the other DM saying, hey, we got another player, maybe he or she can join us. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.